Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into Heroes Lounge Division 2. My name's Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Cutlets. On the right, it is L.O.G.I.A. We will be seeing a Muradin, Hanzo, Rhaegar, Hogger, and Sylvanas for the left-hand side. And for our players in red, we got a Gul'dan, Dahaka, Diablo, Lucio, Vala. Now, Vala's going to be going into Creed of the Hunter at level 1. There are 300 stacks on that, but that's not what we're looking at. We are going to be looking at how many stacks will Vala have by the end of the game. 200 or more, 199 or less. There you go. You got your gamble. We got our players all set up. We got vision and everything. Let's get into it. First best of 3 of the day. Thank you all for joining me as we get into Towers of Doom for Division 2. Immediate rotation to bottom lane from our red side. Let's face check some bushes. No, just kidding. Diablo's actually anchoring in a good spot here. Gonna be able to pull Muradin around a little bit. And Vala starts her autos. But this is an immediate rotation down to bottom lane for her. Gonna start soaking things up. Now Hanzo's sticking around in mid lane because he does have the level 1, not even level 4, sorry. Has the level 1 simple geometry, already at 6 stacks. That's not too bad 30-some seconds in, landing a few good scatters early on. Vala, a little sidestep right there, avoiding the Stormbow. This totem is gonna slow down Perma Bandited, and that's gonna be a Creed of the Hunter stack down to 20%. You are gambling, if that affects your prediction outcome. There you go, dump some points into that as Hanzo, field medic, is looking like an absolute barbarian right now, chunking through these enemies. That's a double kill early on for the side of Cutlets. We heard so much Navi yesterday, oh my god. It just got to the point where I was responding to her. Hey, hello. I had so much fun with the randomizer yesterday. And there's still like so much for us to do and check, and then we can also ask Twitch chat to help us, which then they can think of a billion things, so yeah. Not enough if you asked you. I'll highlight that VOD. I was actually thinking about splitting that VOD up into like hour-long segments maybe, and putting it up on YouTube. I don't know if people have interest in that. But it's also good content for YouTube. A little bit of filler stuff when we do have downtime from League games. Or not League games, but Heroes Lounge and GS games. A little bit of a brawl in bottom lane, trying to clear out the siege camps. Vala's going to vault forward with no level 4 actually yet, so she doesn't have Death Dealer. Sapper, I think one of them makes it in, and 2 of them were locked down by Sylvanas' black arrows. Hogger back in the top lane, still soaking out. Dahaka with his enhanced agility, already 1 stack. He's actually chilling in the bush. But no, he just goes back to double soaking. I think like the Muradin might have been rotating up, so he was hanging out in the bush to just catch the Muradin as he was looking for a gank potential, but not even going to be happening, and Diablo gets chunked a bit. Vala able to solidify a kill for the allies with that Death Dealer level 4, as well as her just, the Vala player is doing a fantastic job of just keeping that hatred up. Hey Quid, good to see you, bud. Oh, hey, Lazy Hydra. I hope my screaming at you yesterday was not taken personally. I'm sure it wasn't. We played Mario Kart on stream yesterday, and Lazy Hydra's very good and will consistently throw things backwards at me and hit me with them like a green shell. And it is the most frustrating, amazing thing at the same time. Like, it's like, damn it, Lazy Hydra, but it's like, damn, Lazy Hydra. How are we doing? What do you mean we were perfectly civil? We were perfectly civil. We were perfectly civil. But I'm having a decent day. Got up, took a shower, walked Bandit, made some breakfast, and now we're here. We got D&D later on as well, so it's a pretty cozy Saturday. And then tomorrow we got live casting, so today is Heroes, tomorrow's Heroes. If I feel like it, we'll do some StarCraft today. But it could just be casting. Ooh, good scatter into the Lucio, who's trying to back away, but it's now Diablo who's rotating up and will get caught. Hanzo with another scatter, another kill. And this seems like Vala's gotta give this camp away. Actually, the chase is on to Gul'dan. Hanzo landing good Stormbows. One more auto would be enough, and Sylvanas will have that. Nicely done from the side of Cutlets. 4 to 1 in kills, 7 apiece in levels. Actually, it's just about 8. Level 8 for our blue side. Let's cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like while some camps are invaded, while the objective phase comes up, and while we wait for that 10 talent here at the top of your screen. Tessa. I love playing Mario Kart with chat because it's so frustratingly fun. Like, you have some of the races, you're like absolutely killing it, and then there's some races where you just get bodied at the end. From 1st to 5th. Double objective phase coming up on the top left and right. I do believe these will be traded. That is the most common result of this, especially with that level 10 to invade with the talent tier advantage. So we'll see the trade, 4 shots each. Sylvanas will try and push this in through bottom lane, though. 1 sapper into the gate. 2 sappers into the gate, but it's not the end of the world. The whole fort front gate has fallen. And now back down to our bottom lane soak and matchup. While the 2 solo laners continue their back and forth here. We haven't really looked at the solo laners much, trying to keep an eye down over here in the bottom lane because this is where things are popping off, and Diablo getting chunked down to about 1/3 of his HP. Field medic on this Hanzo as well, who should have a healing. Yep, there's going to be an easy heal out. Also, Earth Living Enchantment level 4 is going to be able to help out with that additional health as well, since Hanzo was below 50%. Couple chain heals out, and Hanzo's good as new. Level 10 is here, and that does give the piercing value for Muradin Stormbolt. We've got the Dragon's Arrow, the Avatar Ancestral, Shockwave, and Wailing Arrow. No mind control to go fishing into the enemy team at this time. Hey, Wolken, what's up, bud? Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Thanks for coming through the stream. Huge Dragon Arrow. Wailing Arrow inside of all of that as well from TM Player. Gets the Ancestral, permabanded. It's not going to get hit with a Stormbolt. It looks like she's fine for now. The Vala's able to back away, and this bottom lane objective will spawn, but also the other bottom lane objective, being the bell tower, will be converted over to the side of Cutlets as Diablo does hit level 10. Reduced soul consumption. Still has to be at the 100 mark if he wants to have the buyback. It's not like he only consumes 75 of his 91 currently if he dies. Muradin, Dwarf Tossing End, does have those block and the heavy impact at level 1 and 7. Little pokes here and there from Gul'dan with his Fell Flames, 24 stacks on the Echoed Corruption. He'll be able to finish that out in about 16 more stacks. Sylvanas easy channel. It doesn't look like Hogger is going to be in a rough spot. I thought he might have been gankable there, but with these 5 shots, we're going to be now seeing a core HP differential of 1, favoring the side of Cutlets. Possession from Sylvanas, just pushing up this wave faster. And the consolation prize. L.O.G.I.A going for what scraps they can find, and that's going to be top lane Bell Tower to be pushed in, but while all that's happening, mid lane is being rapidly reduced to 0. So a camp for top lane, woohoo! But a bottom lane, a mid lane Bell Tower converted, and bottom lane does have sappers. But I think this Dahaka's got an easy clear, and oh my god, they're going boss. Oh my god, they're going boss. They're going boss. They're gonna lose the game. They're gonna lose the game. They're throwing. They're throwing. Stark, they're throwing. You saw Kiss on when. Oh, wait, hold on. Huge, massive, gigantic Dragon Arrow into Wailing Shockwave. Follow up. Easy peasy.
Triple kill.
What a delicious triple kill. Avatar activated from Muradin. He tries to dwarf toss away. He's locked in place. Rhaegar's got an... he still has Ancestral, but he also will have a chain available to the Muradin. And camp for bottom lane. We could be seeing 10 shots into the core of L.O.G.I.A, taking them down to 13. Looks like Hogger gets 1, Hanzo the other. Muradin's got the anchor for this. And yes, it will be 10 shots into this core. 14 counting that boss just a moment ago. Woo-wee! If British people pronounce Z as Z, Canadians do that as well, then easy peasy should logically be Ed Zed Ped Zed. Please speak my language, Baha. I will do my best to make that conversion to my language. Thank you for the feedback. That is the other reason why we do these casts. We practice our casting. Can I just say that Lucio hasn't played the game for the last 3 seconds? He was hit by so much CC. Just layered on top of layered and layered and layered. Wailing arrow dropped by Sylvanas. But a trade, Vala does go down 100 stacks. 103 stacks on her currently, as our next objective phase is triple. Your language is done. Well, that's rude, Zool. We try and be inclusive here. Everyone's language is amazing, except for English, because it's just crazy. Just make up rules and then break them. Nice staggering blow into the wall. Double Stormbolt from Muradin. Dahaka burrows into the ground. Lurk Restrained value. Huge Thunderclap out from Muradin. Does have that reverberation to get some cooldown reduction. Piercing Stormbolt as well. Hanzo tried to find the last little bit of damage, and he can't get a Scatter or a Stormbow. Dahaka up in 25. Objective phase is a little bit earlier than him. And he won't have Brush Stock for 27 seconds, so he can't respawn and Brush Stock. So this is going to be a rough go. I think realistically, you try and defend one, and you'd look for... Yeah, you defend one. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is this? What is this call? I'm sorry. Hello, what? This math is... I mean, I'm a caster, and this math don't make sense to me. Woohoo! Well then! That is unfortunate right there from the side of L.O.G.I.A. They will go down. A little miscommunication in the end sort of moments here on Towers of Doom. Ed Zed and Ped Zed, the other Ed cartoon. Everyone's language is great except for Stark's. I disagree. Just make up rules, then break them. The American way brings a tear to my eye. Wait, hold on. Do I have an eagle screech? Hold on. Let's make sure this is not too loud. Hold on. That's freedom right there! Alright, sorry. Let's go through these stats. Oh, God. Ed Zed Ped Zed. I really hope that one day I'm casting a Stormgate event and I just say that out of nowhere. And I just get the weirdest look from Pig. That's my dream right there. Alright, let's pay out the people for the bet. How many level 1 Vala stacks? She had 199 or less. She was at 104. Nice gamble, everyone. Proud of you. And bald eagles basically sound like seagulls. What? Do you know bald eagles don't actually get, like, the white head until, like, it's like 10, 15 years? Ugh. I learned the other day that bald eagles don't actually make that noise. It's a red hawk. Well, but Google says it's a bald eagle cinematic noise. What are you lying about, lazy Hydra? So they age just like the rest of us? No, it's just they don't get, like, the white plume on their head till, like, 10, 15 years into their life, which I thought was fascinating. Alright, did players swap sides? Yes, they did. Because Field Medic was the Hanzo on the left. So let me change the names, and then we'll update the scores, and we'll get into Cursed Hollow. Cursed Hollow! Alright, players on different sides, so let's update all of that. So the right side score will be up, since it is Cutlets on the left. Or, yes. No, right. There we go. Cinematic usually means it's fake. Can't argue with that logic. What kind of fun gamble do we have here? Shall we do a boss gamble? Shall we do a boss gamble? It's Cursed Hollow. It's a map where I will forget which team, I will forget about the boss bet completely. Do I have a boss prediction rewritten? Which team gets first boss? There we go. Alright, we don't need to run ads until after this game, so we won't do that. Who takes 8th boss? Okay, you know I won't even be able to pay attention to that. Which team gets 69th boss? Why are you all like this? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Heroes Lounge Division 2. My name is Bahamut on the left-hand side. As a reminder, the teams did swap sides. The teams have swapped sides. On the left-hand side, you'll see L.O.G.I.A with a Deathwing, Rhaegar, Sylvanas, Maiev, and a Nubarak. Over on the right-hand side, Cutlets is going to be having a Muradin, Genji, Brightwing, Blaze, and a Cassia. We got a little boss gamble going for all of you at home.
10 seconds.
Hey, listen.
Which team's going to get the first boss of the game? Will it be L.O.G.I.A? Will it be Cutlets? Or will no boss be taken here on Cursed Hollow? It's rare, but it does happen.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Chats are like their streamer. I mean, you got me there. You got me there. Chat reflects the streamer. So chat too wants chili dogs consistently. Yeah. Bit of a scuffle in the mid lane to begin. TM player will get a phase shift from Brightwing. Jet propulsion right into the face of a Nubarak. Deathwing can't be stunned by that, so he's still just rocking and rolling with his incinerates here and there. An Umbral Bind will pull the Cassia back. Field Medic looking really damaged here. The Fan of Knives are not enough to take down Field Medic, and they will live for the time being. Muradin able to dwarf toss out, and Genji, he's out of that as well. No kills early on, but a wonderful scuffle between both sides. Back and forths are great. Trading damage at least. Deathwing to go top lane. Blaze to match. Muradin goes to bottom to soak. Someone's got to soak. Genji top lane. Genji into Deathwing. Sustained poke is really, really nice. Kind of like the idea of Cassie into Deathwing as well, just constantly throwing Qs. But Genji goes into Shuriken Mastery. He's going to be able to just drop those right into Deathwing, be able to get easy stacking off that. And honestly, Genji's chunk into Deathwing with those Shurikens, if you're weaving Shurikens between, if you're weaving autos in between your Shurikens, you're getting tons of actual damage. And then you also have the, not Shuriken Mastery, the Shin Gun later on in his build where you can really start to chunk people with those, with the weaving autos in between your Shurikens. I think we should say Shuriken one more time. Call me Sonic because chili dogs. They had like some Sonic thing in Japan, and they had chili dogs for everyone. I just read the news article about it, and the first thing my brain went to was like, God, I need to go to a Sonic event in Japan. Ah, yeah, that would be great. By the way, we do have casting as well tomorrow. We're gonna have live games for the Ravencourt EU in-houses. Tomorrow we'll play an ARAM or two, we'll have some tea, and then we'll do some casting. And then we'll do whatever I feel like doing in the afternoon. It'll be way past cool, I know, right? I mean, heck, I'd just be happy to go across the United States. I'd be happy to go down to Southern California for an esports something or a video game event. You like the Ravencourt games? Yeah, I've been putting them up on YouTube, and people like. I just put that block of games up on YouTube, and people have really been enjoying that as well. So, gonna continue to do it. A little bummed out that it's only one day a week, but it makes sense with people's schedule. It's nice that it's now gonna be like everyone knows it's like, all right, it's on Sundays, this is when we come in, we do in-houses, so should be a good time. Cassia gonna try and pick up a stack more or two on her Lightning Fury, her Thunderstroke level 1. Ooh, that's a lot of great damage into the Sylvanas. Will not fall, health bar dropping a little low. Murden with the attempted channel. Cassia trying to pull the beetle away so it doesn't interrupt him, but I just don't think with the presence of the enemy around right now, this is going to be achievable. Murden Stormbolts right into the face of Anubrak. A huge jet propulsion from Blaze, landing a decent AoE CC. Genji makes his way into the back line. I'm assuming he's going to be looking at Sylvanas with that Maiev, who are really low. Deathwing drops down from the sky. And an Umbral Bind from Maiev pulling Genji around. He gets the remount. I believe that's from his level 1 with that slow. Brightwing goes down on the right. We do see a very low Murden needing to Dwarf Toss away. Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Little unnecessary, but it still creates a bit of room for his allies to back off tap well. Murden's fighting within the fire of Deathwing. That's a little rough, and Maiev will take down Murden. 2 for 1 in kills overall. And this is looking like first tribute point easily over to the side of L.O.G.I.A. Genji wants to delay out one more time. Blaze with some oil slick as well. On Wednesdays we're pink? No, Wednesdays are Mlem's Day now. It's when you show pictures of cats with their tongue out. Genji with the Swift Strike through into Sylvanas. She'll go down. Maiev able to Spirit of Vengeance, teleport over the wall, and tap well. Totem down from Rhaegar. And Boo actually may have the channel onto this. I thought this was going to be a L.O.G.I.A channel. And right now, Cutlets are making an attempt for this, but of course, Deathwing Skyfall level 7 is gonna delay things out a bit. Long enough for... Nope. Not enough charges. Maiev's up in top lane to soak things up. Deathwing drops down into mid. We're gonna be seeing our 10 talent tiers soon, so you know the dealio on this stream. We are going to go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what the damage, healing, and experience looks like while Cassia pokes onto the bottom lane. Murden anchoring in the bush, drops a Thunderclap Stormbolt into Anubrak. Cassia jumps in for the fen onto Sylvanas. And a burrow charge from Anubrak to re-engage. Soothing Mist from Brightwing will connect onto allies. Sylvanas playing from the bush. Cassia trying to continue that pressure. Not a whole lot of mana on this Cassia. She will need to back away, as our next objective will favor the position of L.O.G.I.A, though Cutlets... Not sure how they want to attempt this. It's even talent tiers, even levels, basically. Could look to give this over, grab camps, maybe grab a boss. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh, actually, that's the thing that we might do tomorrow. If the Dark Anthologies games have a movie mode, I might install one and we might start a movie mode for one of those games. I hope they do. That'd be really nice. I think that was just nice to just hang out and watch a horror movie basically on stream and laugh about it. What is not laughable is the double kill from the side of L.O.G.I.A. Beautifully done. They get a channel on this objective and 1 for 1 in objective tributes. Go boss Hogger Spin. If no boss is taken, whomever put a little bit of points on it, you might get just paid out. But that's an if. It's Cursed Hollow. No structures have fallen. And we're getting into our third tribute of the map. No curse for either side. We're at 1 out of 3 for tribute points on both sides. When we look at our heroics, we've got a Bellowing Roar, a Ancestral Healing, Wailing Arrow, Warden's Cage, and Cocoon. On the opposing side, it will be a Avatar, X-Strike, Blink Heal, Bunker for Blaze, and Cassia Ball Lightning. Now, shh, what are we doing? We're setting the bush. Oh, Field Medic scouts it out. Nicely done. Check in the bush with a Lightning Fury. Another one will go out from Field Medic. Seeing a few enemies around this, Maiev closes the distance with a number of bind. Murden coming in with the Dwarf Toss, looking for a huge Stormbolt, but he's going to be Cocoon Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas into the enemy, and a Warden's Cage. Locking people down around the objective area. Huge Cataclysm across this corridor from Deathwing, nicely laid out, and it's becoming a massacre. People getting inside the bunker to avoid the burnation of Deathwing, and I don't know if that'll be enough. Avatar from Murden activated. They take down this Anubrak. Maiev able to get a Vault of the Wardens right there. Player goes down trying to trade here. Maiev is a little low. She gets a chain heal from Rhaegar. He's got but a minuscule amount of mana available, and this may just be another kill into, well, it will be Murden here. trait does kick in, gives him a little bit of healing. Onslaught in from Deathwing. Yofo has the channel. Brightwing with the phase shift in. Field Medic's here. But in the end, it is a channeled objective to the side of L.O.G.I.A. 2 out of 3 for them. Permaband has to Spirit of Vengeance away, interrupted by Cassia's presence. Now, Deathwing's sitting around over here. Uh-oh, Anubrak, he's starting boss. Anubrak starting boss. Sylvanas and Rhaegar are here. People in chat. You fool! But Cassia's starting boss. Who's gonna get it first? Do they have more burst and more race? Nah. Up. Boss will go over to Cutlets. First boss of the game will go over to our blue side. No, L.O.G.I.A. Sorry, I flipped that. Sorry, give me a second. It's L.O.G.I.A. L.O.G.I.A. gets it first. They swapped sides after first game, so it threw me off. This is an invade onto the camp as well. It might be the first 2 bosses going over to our blue squad. Oh, they're just guaranteeing it at this point. Hold on, Deathwing is down. He already, he's out of this fight, but Muradin does go down. Sylvanas traded, Brightwing to fall. It's a double boss for the side of L.O.G.I.A. Ed Zed, Ped Zed. Which team gets first boss? It was the first 2 bosses go over to our blue team. Now, which was better? That boss or the Tychus Stukov boss that we had on Wednesday, on Thursday? Which boss was better? That one was pretty good, honestly.
Blue team is destroyed.
Double boss and curse. I know that's a rough go for the side of Cutlets here. L.O.G.I.A. looking to take down all outer layers of protection. Actually, they're just stepping past this. Huge wave in mid's already here. Boss in top lane is extremely healthy. TM player trying to clear out the wave, but has the swift strike out. 10 death boss. Yeah, that 10 death boss was insane. Onslaught in from Deathwing. Genji in the backline. Bellowing Roar. That is a dead Muradin. That dwarf got squashed. As Ball Lightning plays a bit of volleyball with some allies here. Ton of damage in Deathwing. X-Strike from Genji may confirm the kill into the Giant Dragon. A Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas and an Anubrak Impale. Force out a Soothing Mist of Brightwing. And now Core is being assailed. We have a humongous wave. This is like those Lings I had to play against that Platinum player. Wow. That is 4 structures during objective. Maybe 5. These archers are still going. 5 structures during a singular curse, roughly. We'll round up on this one for funsies. I think someone clipped it, Coconut Don. I might be able to play the clip after this game. Bellowing Roar pushes back a few enemies. The Ancestor Healing does connect onto a Anubrak. Sylvanas with her Haunting Wave jumping around, and man, oh man, that was a destructive objective. A lot of value gained from L.O.G.I.A. on that one. Please play clip after. Many exclamation points. Well, please give me your Prime Gaming. Stream Deck. Where's my yeah? You know, you want one nice thing in the world, and then IQ says, ha ha ha. God dang IQ. Hold on 1 second. We're just gonna restart some IQ stuff in the background. I need my color palette to look like a rainbow vomit. All right, there we go. Now I can restart IQ. Hopefully that works. All right, all of that reset, I think.
We're dead.
There we go. All right, everything works again in the middle of the game. Love to fix things like that. So we have a camp from mid lane working towards mid keep. TM player once again Trying to flank a bit here, but has... Oh, that is a bit of a misplay, unfortunately. Oh, miss button pushing on the side of our Genji here, but that's okay. We're going to move on as the fight breaks out through mid lane below the keep. Muradin will be inside a cocoon. Deathwing Cataclysm's out. Ooh, that does expose Perma-Ban. Maev's fine right now. Huge jet propulsion from that Blaze. As the Nubrak answers with a few forms of CC of his own, Alun's Wrath dropping some extra damage down from Maev, and Sylvanas activates her black arrows. This mid lane keep will fall. Camp in top lane coming through. It looks like Cassie is the target in top lane. They want to take her down, but they change targets into Muradin. Boo on the Brightwing needs to back away. And this is looking like core shielding starting to fall. Is it enough to end game? 4 seconds on Genji to respawn. We had Maev and Rhaegar chasing down the Cassie. She will fall. Deathwing is threatened by this. Oh god. Deathwing was threatened by Muradin for a second, but it's actually Brightwing who phase shifts in, trying to save Muradin. She drops down so very low. Genji can't get the kill into this Deathwing. Bellowing Roar connects just in time as Genji jumps in for the last bit of damage. He can't land it, and ladies and gentlemen, our first best of three of the day, will go to a map number 3. Show you some of these stats, and we'll jump out again. Get ready for map 3. Where are we going to be going? Al-Tarak Pass. Okay. Let's get everything set up for that. Go ahead and do that. And players did not swap sides. You like to see it. Alright, while the ads get going and get out of here, let's go ahead and I can show you that clip from a couple days ago. Where are you? Got the vision of Rainbow Dash really quickly. They're trying to burn down this boss before Deathwing can get on with the Bellowing Roar. Bellowing Roar is off of cooldown. Bellowing Roar to push the enemies away. Deathwing, he does not steal it. Jaina has enough damage to burst down the dragon. Diablo pulls Voice, that Hanzo, from a natural agility off the wall. Voice with 40-something HP gets beamed down by the Draken Laser Drill. Boss is still actually contested. Boss has still not been grabbed. It's a 3 for 3. The lurking arm. Tychus is slicing. He's dicing, but it's not enough. The Dragon Laser Drill. It expires. Tychus, will he be able to get the kill? One auto. Oh! Beautiful. 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 Art. That was just art right there. Alright, so we'll wait for the ads to get done, and then we'll get going in game, so we can also, while we're waiting for those, let's see what our builds are. Q build Cassius, and maybe we do a little Q build Cassia prediction. How many level 1 stacks? How many level 1 Cassia stacks? Don't think she's gonna get 200 or more. Let's say 50 or more, 49 or less. No, let's make it a meme. 69 or more, 68 or less. We'll make it a meme. If you can't share, no one gets it. Who respawned and capped it first? I honestly don't remember. That was the coolest part, to be honest. Alrighty, another 40-some seconds that we get into the game. Oh, how's everyone's Saturday? Thanks for coming by the stream. Hope you're all having a good time. If you are new to the stream, if you're not following, be sure to follow. Costs you $0. If you would like to subscribe, it's always super duper appreciated. We do have our little sub goal going on. We also have a raffle as well, so all subs go into that raffle. I know now is probably like the worst time to talk about it because if someone's not subbed, they're usually getting ads right now. So, like, just I didn't think that one through, huh? Did I? Do you know what else costs $0? Wishlisting Stormgate on Steam with this wishlist command in Twitch chat. Trixler at post, he was like, I asked chat to take a flattering photo of me in my sub outfit. They failed. And my response immediately was, chat always doing the opposite of you asked. You should have asked them for the worst photo. Easy. Easy. One must be eliminated. Bacon, tacos, donuts, or sushi. Well, sorry, sushi. Don't care for you. Bye. All right, let's get a game going here. We are done with our ads. Let's jump on into it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into our first best of 3 of the day. On the left-hand side, we got L.O.G.I.A with a Chen, Anduin, Greymane, Genji, and a Nubarak. To the right-hand side, we got Cutlets. We're going to be looking at a Diablo, Sylvanas, Yrel, Cassia, and a Brightwing. I pose this to you, ladies and gentlemen. How many level 1 stacks for the Cassia? Go ahead and get your gambles in. Will she have 69 or more, or 68 or less? How many Q stacks for Cassia? She will be going to Thunderstruck. We can show you the talent in just a second, once it is chosen. I'm exhausted. Kids kept me until 3 a.m. Got bit by a centipede? Ugh. What a day, Darth. What a day. Yeah, I hope things level up for you, bud. Thunderstroke, by the way, level 1 for Cassia. There you go, it's an uncapped quest. Well, I mean, there is technically a cap, but I don't think there's anyone getting 65,535 stacks anytime soon. But if you'd like to go ahead and gamble how many stacks she gets, go ahead. The gamble is still open for a few more moments while our first objective is going to be looking at bottom lane. But that's not the true objective. The true objective is going to spawn here in roughly 20 seconds in the mid lane on the left and the right-hand side. And Nubarak gets a burrow out beautifully in time. Anduin with a little heal with that Divine Star. Genji already in the bottom lane. Yrel, Chen top lane to match. But as I mentioned, that true objective, we should see the split. And Sylvanas actually immediately over here in position. A touch early, but that's okay. It's whatever. It's not like they're missing Soak in mid. They've got Diablo. He can catch that as it comes to the gate. Oh, that is horrific, Darth. I hate that. I hate it. Phase shift into bottom lane, I assume, onto the Cassia. She will be fine for now. 7 stacks currently. Nubarak turns into a squirrel, I think, there. I wasn't looking. I was looking at the Cassia stacking. 14 souls on the Diablo. And that's actually really all to know. We do have Chen going into the Eye of the Tiger at level 1. Basic attacks against brew-soaked enemy heroes deal 40% more damage and heal Chen for 40% of the damage done. So we're not going to be seeing freshest ingredients with the Flying Kick. We could still see Flying Kick at level 4, but might be a bit of a different build here for our Chen player. We'll find out as the talents are going to progress. Top lane, Chen is being poked at, able to get the Flying Kick reposition out. Zur rules, exactly. That was me reading that. I was like, oh my god! I'll take the giant bears in my forest. I'll take the giant bears. Literally there was a coyote, like, yesterday morning, like, walking 100 feet in front of us. Bandit didn't care. It was like, it's a coyote. Darth, do you live in Australia? Texas, which is basically like the United States of... It's like... Texas is the United States version of Australia, right? Everything's trying to kill you. The weather, the governor, the electric grid, but mostly the governor. Righteous Hammer displacing the Greymane. He's able to back away. So, alright. Anyways. Oh, Piercing Light for Anduin will be his level 4. He's already got 1 stack. We see the Withering Flame. That's a big spell power reduction as well. Keep in mind, spell power affects healing, so if you were to hit Brightwing with this, you'd be reducing your healing up hit by 60%. You know where bears are most of the time? Definitely will take them over bugs. Honest to God, there are some times I'm so used to being around bears and stuff. There are times when I've been walking and I'm just like, oh, huh, there's a bear. I know, Joe. It was like 4 weeks ago. It was like right before I went to Germany. I was walking Bandit and I was like picking up Bandit's poop and I turn around and there's just like a bear across the street. And I was like, oh, huh, I didn't even see that. Pick up Bandit's poop, releash him, and we just continued on our way. Bear was just chilling in the yard. A lot of the bears here are pretty human, like they avoid humans. So if you see a bear and they see you, pretty much just walk opposite directions. Like the bear will usually walk away. The only time you really have to worry is mama bears, cubs, you know, getting in between those, and of course if a bear is cornered. So just don't corner a bear. That's the big thing. And if you see cubs, run the fuck away. Cocaine bears. I don't know how exaggerated that story is. Because, you know, it's based on true events, but what does that even mean? Like Mitch Hedberg has a joke about, like, he has like I forget the Mitch Hedberg joke, but there's something about that. Field Medic will go down. Greymane comes in with the Razor Swipe, the Dark Flight. They're looking for more on the side of L.O.G.I.A, but they won't find anything here, as mid lane Fort Front Gate does go down in favor of Cutlets. Isn't it true event that the bear dropped? I have no idea how much of that is. I mean, it could have been as much as the cocaine dropped out of the airplane and bear ate some of it and then died, and that was the end. Or it could have been a bear went on a cocaine rampage. I don't know. I just what? Walter, what? Objective phase stalled out. The Chen is leapt away, but he still dies to the damage over time of Sylvanas. Yofo now being chased down. Uriel takes a side path. Righteous Hammer trying to oh no, they're just going right for Anduin. Bit of a bullying here on Anduin. Sylvanas pops Black Arrows, and Cutlets finds a quick triple kill for this team. Let's cycle through the other numbers. 26 stacks on Cassia right now. Uriel in top lane. Gonna clear things out while the objective phase. 30 seconds of channel time necessary. Mid lane Fort does go down. That's the first structure to fall here. Six minutes in. If you are flammable and have legs, you are never blocking a fire exit. Just T-ski. What the fuck is T-ski? All right, I remember now. Just. If you've never listened to Mitch Hedberg, like stand up, it's really good. If you want some good laughs, it's really good. Oh, interesting interaction. Diablo comes in with a shadow charge. Chen tries to fly and kick away. Storm, Earth, and Fire. Wow, that is a sliver of HP that was saved by Storm, Earth, and Fire. Keep in mind, Chen will be coming back out of this form with just that tiny bit of HP. Yeah, he's got to be careful here. And the objective phase does go over to Cutlets. Uriel's still pushing top lane. Camp for the mid. As our heroics are up and available for all. Actually, no. Chen's the only one who burned his. The brewer said the bear was found Friday in northern Georgia among 40 open plastic containers of trace of cocaine. Okay, so it's literally kind of what it's kind of what I said. They threw cocaine out of an airplane. Bear ate some of it and then died. Some of it. And by some, I mean a ridiculous amount. All right. Top fort does go down, and the priority now becomes bottom lane. We will see Black Arrows locking down this bottom fort and amplifying siege potential. Diablo found in the bush by Nubrex Impale. Diablo kind of checking back just to make sure there's no flank coming through. Sees the Genji, but this fort will fall, and they can easily disengage from the bottom lane. Now, 13 talent tier's almost here. Spell Shield will be procced by that Anubrek. Huge curse bullet damage. And a Cocoon onto Brightwing doesn't connect in time. She will get the heal. Deathwing. Or not Deathwing. Diablo with a Lightning Breath. Somehow Diablo's alive. He re-engages with a Shadow Charge. That's a Nubarak falling as well. And a delicious button.
Double kill.
We're working on our kill phrasings, and I forgot which profile or which Stream Deck folder I was in. Alright. Bottom lane boss will go over to Cutlets, but that is not the gamble we have. The gamble is on Cassius Thunderstrokes, and I'm sure those believers are feeling pretty confident. Only 23 more need to be hit. I mean, it's Alterac Pass. We usually have long games because of the condition to end. But who knows? 13 talent here could be a sway over to the side of L.O.G.I.A as well. Or we could continue to see dominance out of Cutlets in this map 3. By the way, first best of 3 of the day, we're going to do a few of these, so I hope you're all ready for a cozy day of casting. Tomorrow, we're also doing casting. We've got live in-house games from the Raven Court. So if you want to catch some live, high-skilled... I mean, these are still really skilled players, to be honest. Division 2, I think we're still, like, looking at what? Minimum is probably, like, diamond, high gold, something like that. Probably have a mixture of, like, diamond, plat, and maybe a little bit of gold in there. I'm not sure how Heroes Lounge does their team organization stuff. Like, NGS averages your team together. I believe, actually. I'm not 100% sure anymore, actually, how NGS does theirs. Nice Ardent Defender as the Light Bomb does connect, and Urel's back at full HP. It's a 2-minute cooldown, but it completely dissuades anything else from L.O.G.I.A to be dove into Urel. She is a little bit low on mana, about 50-ish%, maybe a little bit less than that. But I also don't think she's too starved, or at least too worried about that. Anubrek poking, trying to delay things out. Needs to back away, doesn't want to get caught out here and stagger out of death. That would be real bad for their team. Division 2 is full master, maybe a few diamonds. Oh, really? Okay, thank you, Fish. Thank you for the correction. Boo on the right should go down to Genji. He will have the chase down on that one. Field Medic getting really low here. Needs to get out. Chen, Storm, Earth, and Fire will be popped, and he's fine. Actually fairly full in HP when he returns to his origin. But it is 14. Level 14 just about. To level 16, and even with Brightwing dead, they're still going in on this. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas utilized. Light Bomb from Anduin's up and available again. Could look for the Light Bomb combo with Genji. Nubrag jumps in. This is a big grouping here for Light Bomb, but of course Diablo comes in, has some great CC, and that Light Bomb does not get the value they want. Nubrag will fall on the north side of our screen, and this is now an equal fight. Brightwing should respawn in 5 seconds, and she'll have Phase Shift up and available as I'm just checking really quickly. She can jump into this fight. It's an absolute massacre as they find a on the side of Cutlets. I don't think you see gold above Division 4. Oh, okay, thank you. Because I know Heroes Lounge no longer has Division 1+. Or at least this season they don't have Division 1+. Wow, Chen did not get into the Hall of Storms. I thought he was fine there. So that's why I was like shifting things around mentally. I was like, all right, well, Division 1 should be like your Master Grandmasters, and yeah. Either way. Diablo is doing his best to live here. X-Strike from Genji to initiate. Brightwing Blink heals in as well. Phase Shift onto Field Medic, who dives onto the enemy. 72 stacks for the Cassia. Those believers got to be feeling pretty good about their gamble right now. As it's 15 to 17, just about. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas once again. Lightning Breath to cook up a Genji. His Deflect will activate in time. Desperate Prayer from Anduin, keeping him healthy. But Vandar Stormpike is getting shredded. He's dropping down to 50%. Greymane goes down to Urel. Her Ardent Defenders have activated. Cavalry just now arriving as well, and this is looking all but done and dusted in favor of the side of Cutlets here in our first best of 3 of the day for Heroes Lounge Division 2. GG, well played. Hey, no worries, Darth. Hey, I hope you get some good sleep, bud. What's up, Greek? A fairly dominant series, but a really fun one from both sides. All right, how many level 1 stacks for Cassia? She had 69 or more.